Anytime now.
Katie McCarthy looks the best.
What a mess.
Is this thing on?
Look at that. Fancy
It's
schmancy.
very,
I
know, it's very trigger happy today.
That was beautiful.
Stephen,
Very beautiful.
you do amazing
Thank
work,
you.
Stephen.
I
The
do amazing
countdown.
work.
Oh my God.
I do amazing work. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, moose and squirrel, whoever's out there watching. We are Uncensored Radio. This is UCR Live. My name is Steve, and with us today, we have, I think we're going to call ourselves the usual suspects from now on because we are bringing it home for the team. So there's only a couple of us today, so we can afford to talk about ourselves and stuff. Hey, V, how are you?
Hey, darling. When you come in close, I look like shit. God.
Sorry,
Sorry,
girl.
Back.
Ah! How are you? What's going on with life?
Life is surreal.
Surreal?
My mother's gone. I got lots of time, and I don't know what to do with myself, and I feel guilty when I enjoy it.
Oh, honey.
Oh, wait,
Yeah.
I need to go out. We need to go out. Jeffrey's going to go.
Honey, get you some dick, baby. Get you some dick.
Oh! We went there. Okay.
You gotta fill your time with
Honey,
props.
order you a hooker.
Yeah. There's an app for that.
dear.
That's what we're going to send Vera for her birthday. A hooker.
Well,
I don't think you can DoorDash that, darling.
I
Not
think I
one
have
of
that
that.
for something.
Honey, this is America.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, task grabbing it. Be all right.
There you go.
There you go. There you go. It's exciting. But other
Just
than
see
that,
Vera.
she's living La Vida Loca, huh, Evie?
Yeah, I
Living
don't know
that
what to do
life.
myself. I gotta start
Oh.
therapy.
Listen,
Needle
I've got
point therapy, 6
I'll
to
start
1.
dropping the kids off. It'll be all the therapy you
Yeah,
need.
Aunt V's house.
Yeah, dropping the kids off at my house?
Yeah.
Hell
Yeah.
no.
Right? I was gonna say that's my therapy.
She'll come to your house.
Every baby I'm gonna raise, I've done.
You need more mental health after they leave.
Yeah, right.
Before they get there. Kidding me?
How is the
I'm-
wonderful Christina today? You're looking
I
very
know,
fresh,
you're
very lovely,
fabulous
very ready to
hair.
go.
I know.
Good. Thank you.
Mine's having more fun.
They are, honestly. Yeah. My life is still in shambles. It doesn't matter what color my hair is. But yeah, I celebrated my birthday, so I got my hair did, girl.
Yeah, girl.
And I had a good fucking weekend. I went out to dinner. And then we went to this place called Top Golf, where like you could it's like a driving range, but like you could play games. It was a lot of fun. So
And it was wait, it was called Taco.
Top Golf.
Golf.
Oh.
Top. Like you're a bottom, right?
Yeah.
You're like the
Yes, Christina.
All right.
She got you there, baby.
I guess I
She
better.
got you there.
Oh shit.
Oh, top
Oh,
square.
hey.
Circle
Oh,
got you
shit.
square.
Oh yeah.
I'll let you be on top.
Thanks. I'm better up here
That
anyway.
was gold. That was
So.
golden. That was great. That was
I'll be
great,
below you.
Christina. That was.
Just
Speaking
keep
of
it
blow, how are you, Jeff?
Well, I'll tell you what.
Vacation.
Something got pounded this week, and it sure was.
Hey.
It's been nuts getting ready for another paint and sip, and we lost power this week, and my favorite part of it was waking up at 3 a.m. to Aiden having to pee, and he'd be like, the lights. He's like, the lights don't work. I'm like, I didn't pay the bill, and then Gabe wakes up and he's like, Daddy, the power don't work. I'm like, I know, and then he's a little bit, can I watch TV? Yeah, go knock yourself out. He's like, it don't work. Yeah, no kidding. And then he's like, well, can I play my tablet? Sure, go ahead. He's like, there's no internet. And I'm like, yeah, that's because there's no power. like none of them could just grasp the concept that we need power for everything. And then they're like, there's no water. That's because there's the well.
Oh,
the toilet won't flush. That's because we're on a well. All these magical things. And then they're like, why can't we turn the TV on? Because there's no electricity. Like, oh my God. I'm like, I have failed as a parent.
What is it learning?
Like, holy shit.
You know what? Now this is a test. Every now and then you got to just cut the power off in the fucking house.
Yeah. I'm just going to start hitting the breaker randomly and be like, testing.
See? Power went out. What do we do now, guys?
Yeah. So we ended up going over to the blouse barn for the day. And like partway through the day, can we go home? And I was like, you want to go home and sit in the cold house with no electricity and no lights? They're like, well, I want to play with my toys. I'm like, you understand that there's no electricity, there's no heat, and there's no internet, there's no TV. Oh.
These poor kids.
Yeah. Well, the nationwide shortage of medication is not helping our situation any.
Did you ask about Calvary?
I sure did. They're working on it, because if they don't do something soon, I'm going to put my foot up the doctor's ass and whatever pharmaceutical company is in charge of making these meds.
I'm with you. I'll stand behind you with the protest signs.
It's how do you? We don't let adults come off controlled substances.
Yeah.
No, we had our medical staff meeting today. And, everybody's talking, everybody's got their, and my boss says, anybody else? I said, I want to talk about the Adderall shortage. And she looks at me, she's like, well, I've only gotten a couple. I said, Mike and I are getting 3 or 4 irate parents a day.
What's Adderall?
Every day. Well, it's every stimulant. It's Adderall,
yeah,
Dexedrine, Concerta, Ritalin, Focalin. All of these ADHD meds are on back order. And it's a rolling back order. So one pharmacy will get like a huge supply, and all our scripts have to go to that pharmacy until they run out. And then we got to call around and find the next pharmacy that has it in stock.
Yeah. And that's what literally the pharmacy's like, well, we've got 90 pills of this. Maybe you can get your doctor to prescribe this today.
Yeah,
I'm like,
and it's first come, first serve.
I'm like, are you out of, so you want me to change from Adderall to Ritalin today? For this month, and then I gotta call you next month to see if you have anything. I'm not playing this game. And then 2, by the time they call it in, get approval from the insurance company, which is gonna take 3 days, they're gonna be gone.
Yeah. Unreal.
Lord, give me the strength, because I'm not the one. So that's why I'm like, I call them. I was like, you better find something that's not having this problem and prescribe it.
Steve, I can't hear you.
Did he?
I know, I haven't been on. I muted myself.
Okay. Oh my God, you scared me.
Did he prescribe it?
He's been on vacation. Yeah, they called the reps.
Stuff.
There's 2 different ones they're looking into. I haven't seen it come across my ticker yet that they've sent them out, but hopefully they're working on it.
Well, I'm sure that they could get Calvary, but you're not in a place to go pick up samples.
No, well, I said I somebody can come get it. Not a problem. Yeah. I'll be there in a few weeks. You know what I mean? Like, this is
right.
This won't be a problem.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, the kids know how to fold sweaters really well.
They can't though, because they can't function.
They can't focus. Yeah.
They can't focus.
I know.
The withdrawal. I mean, the irritability. It's not a fun situation.
No.
And I couldn't imagine being a teacher.
It's like living with 3 little Jeffs.
Having a class, well, only 2 are, but having a classroom full of kids.
Yeah.
No. This is disgusting. And 2, it's not even just that. Antibiotics. You can't get those either.
Global.
Nope.
Yeah. Everywhere.
Yeah.
That happened last time too. When the kids were sick, I couldn't get the amoxicillin.
Mm-hmm.
They called it into Walgreens, and I got to Walgreens. She goes, "Oh, there's a shortage. We don't have any." I go, "So what the fuck do I do now? Like, if you know that you don't have it, why are you taking the prescription? Like,
right?
Why are you calling? Yeah, like why aren't you calling
Right.
them? and be
Why
like,
aren't
"Hey,
you
listen, we
calling
don't
me
have
and
this."
telling me I don't have it? You need to call somewhere else.
Right, go somewhere else. Like, what the fuck? I
Mhm.
flipped out. Oh my god. Oh well, now I'll call the doctor. I'll see if we can prescribe something else. What? Again, why do I
Now
have to
you're gonna
wait
call
till
the
6 o'clock
doctor?
at night to do that? Yeah, like what the?
Mhm.
Oh man, lost shit.
Right. Well, that's the
Okay.
issue, right? It's that I was on the phone with you yesterday and checked about all this. You told me the meds were shipping out today. And then 3 days later, the meds aren't here, and you tell me, "Oh, you didn't have any." Well, why didn't you tell me that when we were on the phone?
Yeah. Ugh. I was.
I
Yeah.
I, I got
Lose
I
no.
wonder who
my
the biggest
mind.
production of Adderall is.
I don't know, but whoever the CEO is, he needs to be fired. And then I'm going to
Shot.
go buy a bunch of stocks in that company. And I'm going to vote to fire
Well,
his
it's
ass.
all part of the COVID epidemic running wild too. It's all
I'm telling you, I've been all over all my medical companies that I invest in. I've been paying attention to who I'm voting for, and then I go look everything up, and I'm just voting to fire everybody.
Yeah. Get rid of
The execs of the company that have been financing Gossip Girl. Be worried,
Oh,
Jeff's
bitch! Do you know
Jeff's
how
coming
many
for you.
shares of Time Warner I have, or Warner Brothers Discovery I have? I'm waiting for that shareholders meeting because you can zoom into the meetings. I will be
Really?
on that motherfucking call for Time Warner. I got shit to say because you
Oh
can
Did you
my
see what
God.
else they cancelled?
No.
You're gonna have to tell the boys that Titans got cancelled as well.
Oh.
I don't know what's going on over at Warner, but there's something happening over at Warner.
The stock's up though. I'll tell you what, the stock is up. So I'm a little happy because I made some money today.
There we go. The world is crazy, as per usual.
But
And that's why we're here. But that's why we're here. So let's talk about it in this
Takeda,
week.
Jeffrey.
Hot load of
Takeda.
hot topics.
There we go. Katrina A. Johnson's shaking it like no one's
from
business.
Nickelodeon saw that.
All that with her close personal friend Amanda Bynes. Anyway, we shouldn't, but we will. Did you see it's official? Did you guys see it's official? Donald's back on Facebook.
Oh,
Yes.
Jesus.
Donald's back on Facebook. But huge
Jesus.
revelations this week is that get ready for it. Donald Trump cheats at golf.
We knew that.
Really?
Make
Many
America great
people have
again.
blown him in.
Look at
There
his
is-
horrible man tits.
There is even
He
a
is
book.
the most physically fit president we've ever had in the history of the United States.
Ever.
Don't you dare say that. More fit than Obama, more fit than Bill Clinton, more fit than anybody. Man, woman, TV chair.
So I can't speak. Golf author Rick Riley has taken the Twitter and kind of illustrated just a few times that he has won 21 golf championships by being the only entrant, calling in a low score from off the course, putting his name on the wall anyway, and being 600 miles away at a funeral, but still being able to somehow win the tournament.
Well, Don Cheadle said that before he was elected. Don Cheadle told the story about how his father-in-law was playing in a tournament with Donald and that Donald cheated repeatedly.
Nah,
Is
Don.
it like kicking the ball?
I just find it interesting
I don't know
that he
about
can't
golf,
accept.
and I don't remember the story well enough, but I can't tell you how he cheated. I just remember
He
Don Cheadle
probably
told it.
picks it up and puts it in.
Yeah.
what she said.
He can't
No,
accept
but-
that he lost the election, but he's more than happy to tell everyone that he wins golf tournaments. Like,
Well, he can't accept that he lost those either.
I know.
You know?
Rick Riley said it's like he plays golf like a 4-year-old playing Monopoly. So,
Was it like a pigeon playing chess?
who knows? But there is a whole book on the matter. So if you would like to know more about Donald cheating at golf, there is a book called Commander in Cheat, all about literally him cheating in golf tournaments. So
That's it. That's all the book is about.
yeah,
What is it, like 8
so
pages
there's
long?
enough. There's enough to
There's
fill.
enough allegations of cheating to fill a book, I guess.
To fill a
There is
book.
enough. That's hilarious. Or like of all the
Wow.
things to get tied up in your ego, golf
Well,
tournaments.
I mean, everything is tied up in his ego. You know, he had the best.
You think?
Yeah, I mean, it's all ego.
Yeah.
The boy is all ego.
Oh, his son's the same way. Like the most disturbing thing ever was him sharing that picture of his dad and being like, "You see his dick?" Oh,
What?
I miss.
I don't
that
remember
little
that.
bit.
oh yeah. He was sharing a picture and showing an outline of his father's dick. And be like, "He's got the biggest dick ever." I'm like, "Oh my god!"
What
Wow.
the hell is even happening?
Oh, that
There's
family.
something wrong in that family.
There's something wrong with a lot of families. It
Why?
wasn't just Prince William talking about his dick. There's
Why
something
would
like
you
that.
possess a picture
Prince
of your
Harry.
father's penis?
Harry?
No, it wasn't. He was like playing golf or whatever, and he like drew it on. Like it was. I think it was on the page, or I did it on TikTok or something.
And it's probably like with the magic pen, you know, they do the sports things.
When
He's
they
like,
had it
this is
out,
the
man.
knob,
Oh.
and this is yeah. Like just helping you really identify every nook and cranny. It's like get right in there. Get right in there.
No, thank you.
These are the depends, and here's the penis. It's
Oh,
just
man.
bring back the days where he wore his pants backwards. That was a fun day. Remember that? That was good times.
Oh, man.
Donnie
Did
with
he
his
wear them
pants on
backwards, or were
backwards.
they stretch pants? Come on, I'm voting
I
for
think.
stretch
I think
pants.
no. I think it was. I think it was both. I think it was stretch pants on backwards. Actually,
Oh.
it was a very flat front. I was like, oh, so what's going on there?
I'm not knocking anybody
But there's
for
been
wearing
Diaper
another what's
covers
going
it
on
up.
there moment. Pamela Anderson.
Oh,
Pamela
God.
Anderson's memoir is coming out, and the Netflix special to accompany is coming out. She's letting it fly already, but in no huge surprise, well, to me anyway. Tim Allen's a creep. Pamela alleges that on her first day of set on Home Improvement, Tim Allen came out and flashed her his penis. And yeah, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised in the least. I've always gotten a bit of an icky, creepy vibe from him with the hyper masculinity
and
of that show
allegedly,
and
he said
all that kind of thing.
I've seen you naked.
Allegedly.
So it's only fair that you see me or whatever. And I definitely.
I was about to.
I think that is his brand of comedy. Seems believable to me. And I do believe.
Well, there's video of him. There's video of him doing it to his TV wife on set.
And she's come out to defend him that he had whatever on underneath.
Yeah, of course she would.
Yeah.
And that she loved him.
Reboot money.
I loved him. I used to love his stand-up. I thought he was a great comic. You know, I don't like his politics, but I think he was a great comic. Now, Jim Brewer, on the other hand, did you catch his little controversy? Used to be on Saturday Night Live.
I don't even know.
I fucking love Jim Brewer. What did he do?
He was speaking. Apparently, he does gigs now at Bible conferences. And he made fun of Damar Hamlin.
I don't know any of these
people.
people.
The NFL won't acknowledge.
You know Jim Brewer?
Jim Brewer.
And what did he do?
Used to be on SNL.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. I can't believe that.
I don't know.
What did he say?
Yeah, it was on TikTok. He talking about vaccines. Apparently, he's an anti-vaxxer. And he was talking about nobody will acknowledge the fact that people are dying. And then he went, look at the NFL. And he went down on the ground and did his Damar Hamlin impersonation.
Oh, that's fucking horrible.
Yeah, that's bad.
What?
I was a fan of his too.
Like, wow.
I don't get the anti-vax thing this far in.
Yeah.
This far in.
Marjorie is
The
still
vaccine didn't work anyway, though.
just a few days
Dude.
ago.
It worked for me. It worked for me.
Yeah. I've
I'm
only had it
exposed on
once
a
as opposed to
daily
people I know
basis.
that are on their fourth and fifth rounds of COVID. I'm like, how are your lungs, buddy? Like,
I'm all
Well,
about the vaccine.
Like
If
twice,
number
she
6
got
comes out,
vaccinated.
well, sign me up.
Yeah, it's just.
I had one. I'm like, jab me with everything. I don't care. And even if it doesn't work, I need better cell phone
Yeah.
service all the time. So fill me with it.
You know, I have
I have to say, my Wi-Fi did not improve.
no, mine got worse. It's that damn
Yeah.
chip in me. It's just blocking the signal. You know, I have whatever, but I can say, the people that I do know that did not get vaccinated were way fucking sicker than anybody I know that did
Yeah.
get the shot. So there is that. They suffered a little longer and they got, kicked in the balls a little harder. So
I feel like it's more of like a flu shot at this point. Like, yes,
Yes.
it will help
Yes.
you. It's not going
And
to
it will
prevent
limit
it.
the amount of
Clearly.
symptoms and the severity of the symptoms.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
it's not
But
a prevention. It's not.
But it's like anything. It's not a cure. That's what people
Right.
Yeah.
people get. People get the word vaccination and cure mixed up. There is no cure for the common cold. You know what I mean? We
Right,
get flu
right.
vaccinations to try and make sure that we don't get a flu. Yeah.
Mhm.
It's not like,
Well,
if you get a flu
in
vaccination, you're definitely
1918
never going to get the flu again.
half the world's population died of the Spanish flu. Right?
Yeah.
You know?
Look, it's just
So
people
that's
just
when they
need to
started
face that
developing
sometimes it's time for
vaccinations.
them to go.
Mhm.
Oh, jeez.
They need to shuffle. They need to shuffle off. And there has been a very big boomer news moment this week, and I did talk to Vera about it in the comments. Pink Floyd are celebrating the 50th anniversary. Oh my god!
Oh my
Of
god.
their, some would say, their seminal work. They're one of their
their
most,
seminal
you know,
work.
most
Again,
popular
I was
work, one of their
alive
most
for it.
well-known
You people
works.
weren't.
oh my
Dark
God,
Side
girl,
of the
what were you,
Moon.
3?
No, I was 11, 12. when
Dark
that
Side
album-
of the Moon, which
Dark Side
famously,
of the Moon Dark Side of the Moon remained on the charts for close to 10 years. You could not go through high school
Good
in
album.
the 70s and 80s without buying a copy of Dark Side of the Moon.
My dad.
It was
now
a
look,
must-have
I
album.
was born in 1983, and I don't know whether it's because I worked in a music store. I know, and I am not a fan. I know for a fact that album cover has a rainbow on it. So when
Yeah.
they
Always.
dared to put a rainbow in their logo,
Always.
the boomers have fired up. They
Oh
have
my
had
God.
their go.
What?
So
What happened to these
let me read a
fucking
couple of
hippies?
quotes here. Yeah. Why does there have to be a bloody woke rainbow? Said one Twitter user. Lose the wokeness, wrote Donna Bradshaw in a now deleted tweet. Longtime fan. Do you now have handlers? Kanye has exposed his part in the industry. Been listening to your music since the 70s. Let's see your response. Another
They
Facebook
didn't
user
buy
said,
the album?
lose the rainbow. You're making yourself look stupid.
It's like you're making yourself look
swear to God.
stupid.
These are the original hippies. These were the peace and love generation. These were the guys saying, get naked and get high. What the fuck happened to them? Did they smoke away
Yeah.
all their brain cells? There's like 18 brain cells in each of them saying, maybe Donald Trump is right.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
It's like, I'm like, for a generation that is supposed to be peace, love, and mung beans and all that kind of thing, they
Yes.
really hate inclusivity
hippies.
and
hippies were
visibility. It's like,
Don't trust
Oh,
anybody
Jesus.
over 30.
They
Even
don't
I'm
like
old
the
enough to be
gays
a
and they
hippie.
don't like the blacks.
Yeah.
calm down. Just go whack a flower in every orifice and hump the air to Jefferson Airplane. Like, oh yeah, remember the 70s and 60s? It's like, you used to be cool, people. Like,
Free love.
Yeah.
I know. See, this is what
What
COVID's
happened?
supposed to have wiped out. These people. It's like,
They're gone.
These are the people that were doing cocaine off the fucking cocks of anybody in Studio 54.
They all got the clap from the Manson family
off the
together.
back of a toilet. Come on.
That's
I don't even want to touch the back of a toilet. They were snorting shit up it.
I couldn't imagine. I could never.
No.
And that's probably why they didn't get
cocaine,
COVID.
I remember. I
Yeah.
definitely remember when cocaine was king. I was
So do
in
I.
a bar one night and we were all playing
Never
darts.
not
I was
bad.
in a dart tournament.
I was gonna
And
say.
this guy comes out of the bathroom and he's like, and my allergies are acting up. I'm like, yeah, I believe you. And he got really mad and walked away, and I won the game because he walked away.
Probably forgot that he was
As
even
they
fucking
grind their
playing.
teeth into infinity.
Yeah,
Yeah, go my
Grinding,
allergies.
grinding.
that's afterwards. You get like
Oh,
a
God.
lockjaw afterwards.
Yeah, well, look.
You know, Dennis
Grind it.
Leary said, if Hitler had coke, there'd be Jews lining up saying he's not such a bad guy.
Not in this day and age. You never know what it's cut with. You can't play that game anymore.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. I have a story, a fentanyl story.
Oh, I love a
There
fentanyl
was-
story. Go, V.
There was a local landlord called the police because one of his tenants had just been released from jail and he was sure the tenant was still dealing, walked in with the police to let them into the apartment, picked up a cookie, and it was laced with fentanyl. He had died on the spot and the police had to give him Narcan.
Wow.
I know!
Holy shit.
Why would you, again, why would you snort off the back of a toilet? Why would you eat a cookie in a known drug dealer's house?
Why would you I mean, with the audacity to go in a tenant's house and just fucking pick a cookie up?
He was with
Why
the
would
cops,
you
right?
exactly? Why would you eat a cookie off your tenant?
Like, he kind of got what he fucking deserved. You just don't go in
Yeah.
somebody's house and steal their cookie.
Well, not that. I mean, still, I mean, shit.
You
what are
can, and it
doing?
proves you can't eat at everybody's house.
So what
Yeah.
happened? So wait, what happened to the tenant?
I have no idea. I was only told
Oh, he
to talk
ran out
about
the
fentanyl
back
part
fucking
because, you know,
window.
being a first
Flew.
responder and a Narcan administrator, I was talking about fentanyl. I couldn't even ask about the drug dealer.
Well, can you find out? I'm kind of curious what happened.
Yeah, so that's like, what the fuck?
I don't know. I'll find out, okay?
Yeah,
We
I'm
need more
I think-
nosy.
information.
Yeah, I want to know. who got
Safet
in
wants
trouble
more
over the
information
cookie.
too.
Yeah.
Like, can you get charged if somebody steals your cookie?
Yeah, he did eat it without permission.
Right?
Yeah.
Illegal entry. That's
Why
illegal.
would you pick up?
And how
That's
do you
It's not
know
illegal.
that was his cookie?
What if it was a gift? What if it's someone? What if he was holding those cookies for somebody else?
What if his neighbor just dropped them off?
That's right. What if somebody's
Made them
trying to
for
kill
him.
him?
Wow. Fuck.
You never know.
That's a good point.
If the
I'm a
cookie
bitch.
does not crumble, you cannot rumble.
Oh.
Well-
okay. There's no.
I mean,
there's
OJ got away with murder.
There are people who do get away with murder.
There are people
If
with
she
but
knew
look,
that her
you
landlord
can't
was
go
coming
into
into her
people's
apartment.
houses.
You
Can't.
Yeah,
can't.
you can't go into
eat
people's houses and eat their
everybody's
stuff.
You can eat.
Especially if you're Shakira's husband, because Shakira found out that he was cheating
Go
on
ball
very interesting, a very
Yes,
interesting
it's
way.
hilarious.
There was jam that she did not eat, her husband did not eat, and her children did not eat, and the jam
was
was
eaten.
mysteriously eaten.
But why did they have the jam?
She
Why
eats
did
it.
exactly? Why did they?
Yeah.
No, it was
Why
jam
did you
that
that
cook it?
Shakira-
only she eat. Okay,
And-
she knows that her daughter doesn't like it, and then her husband doesn't eat it or whatever. And she came home and saw that, like, fucking Goldilocks ate her shit, and I would have beat that bitch down too.
After she's getting in trouble over taxes, you got some bitch in there eating her jam.
Yeah,
Yeah.
We can't be jamming no more.
Not even a metaphor. Not even a metaphor.
Not even a metaphor.
Redonkulous.
Redonkulous.
Well, I bet she's not trimming her nails, so she
Getting
don't cut
all
no
jammed up over this bitch.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like you have to. It proves to me that you have to be smart to lie. So many you catch so many people out. You've got to have a good memory, and you've got to be smart to lie successfully.
Yeah. I'll teach you.
You know what my life experience has taught me? Is that it doesn't matter if you catch a liar in a lie, they're just going to tell 6 more lies to get out of it. They're never going to admit they lied. They're just going to keep doubling down more.
Actually, I know somebody else like that. I'll tell you later.
We know somebody like that. The whole world knows someone like that, and it's happening again. Strangely, Scientology leader David Miscavige is missing.
No, his wife is missing.
No, David is now also missing.
Did we find the wife?
No,
Shelley Miscavige is still missing. But for the last 4 months, lawyers have been trying to serve David Miscavige, and he has been missing. They are trying to serve him over child sex trafficking lawsuits. The lawyers have tried to contact him 27 times at the offices in LA, Florida, and at his own home. He is nowhere to be found.
What countries have non-extradition treaties?
Don't know.
Serve Tom Cruise.
I wonder if Epstein Island is as empty as they say. Because yes, famously, as Leah Rimini pointed out, Shelley Miscavige has been missing since 2007.
Right?
She knew too much, but she's fine apparently. We just haven't seen hide nor hair of her. She's fine. Everything's golden.
He's dead.
Yeah. Oh,
she's not missing anymore. She's
dead. And he's on the run. So,
Jesus.
Well, they can't. There's no body. There's nothing. That's the whole point.
Organized religion. And once again, somebody from an organized religion, not a drag queen, is trafficking in child pornography.
Those drag queens.
Nobody's getting charged for anything, right?
Sneaky bitches.
Maybe Shelley was a drag queen.
That's like Marjorie saying she's got to protect the children from groomers. And I'm like, I wonder if she says that to Lauren's husband.
They don't believe that Lauren's husband did anything wrong.
Showing his dick to underage
so deep
kids.
in the delusion.
I can't. I just fucking can't with these people.
I gotta tell you, it's like, remember all the psyops and the comic strips and things like that, where they talked about, the death ray that hypnotized the whole country, must kill, I swear there's something like that going on. These people are brainwashed. They don't understand.
Lex Luthor. They think it's a 1970s cartoon.
I could not think of it. It's like mind control. They don't see that anything is wrong with Jason Bobart did, but they are convinced beyond a shadow of a doubt that Joe Biden showers with little girls, and that Hillary Clinton is drinking the blood of small children, and that there's a porn ring out of a pizza parlor in Maryland that doesn't have a basement where there's supposedly all the trafficking's happening. It's like you can't convince them that they're believing a lie, even though all of these lies are provably false. The election was not rigged. We've proven this in court and legally 18 times. 2016 was never challenged. There were people who said the mathematical and statistical anomalies in Michigan alone, and Michigan and Pennsylvania, would have given the election to Hillary. But Hillary chose not to challenge it in court because she felt it was better for the country to just move on. You don't have to agree with Hillary, but that's a pretty noble stance. There were people telling her there are statistical anomalies in these counties that would change the results of the election. You need to have a recount. And she refused. Donald Trump can't shut up with 7 recounts proving that he lost. And he still won't concede.
He won, Vera. We all know it.
He needs 8, Vera. He needs 8.
He fucking won. Oh,
how do you convince these people he lost? There's no reason.
He can't lose.
can't.
He can't lose ever.
You
He
cannot
doesn't lose
convince me.
nothing. The
You
Emmys are rigged. The I don't know what else there's.
The votes that were washed up on shore. Come on, guys.
The votes
There was-
from Italy. Come on.
There was votes
The
that were on a
thousands and
beach.
thousands and
all
thousands.
those Republicans that voted for their dead relatives.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Every one of those dead people that voted. Come on. Come on. He fucking won.
How
You
about
know
the
it.
special paper from China? They were examining for silk threads, and the special
Yes.
prosecutor
China.
in Arizona.
The chipped paper, right? They had like
Yes.
a special like watermark on
Yes.
the paper, and yeah.
You cannot.
What happened to
convince
all
these-
those?
It's a
You
worry.
can't convince these people that they've been lied to. You cannot. They don't believe that Jason Bobart did anything. So she would probably bring up all these grooming, pedophilic drag queens in front of Jason Bobart and Lauren Bobart and not think a thing out of it and not even realize Jason Bobart served fucking time.
Meanwhile, Lauren was a lady of the evening.
I thought she was just a stripper. You know what? I ain't gonna
I'm not-
vilify sex workers.
I am not either.
I really
I'm
am
not judging that. I'm not judging that. But you don't get to be that and then get on your pulpit and be like, we need to turn the country back to God. Fuck off. You were sucking dick for money. You don't get to say that gays are ruining the country.
I can find God any fucking where I want to.
I mean, look at him. I fucking went with Jesus back to his house in New Mexico.
I am not going to vilify a sex worker. What any adult wants to do with their body, their money, their time, their
Absolutely.
business.
I
Thank
think
you.
it should be legalized. I don't there's no issue with her having that as a past and being
Right.
elected official. I don't have any issue with that. I'm all for it. I think it's actually fantastic. My issue is then throwing God in everybody's face and condemning
Yeah.
everybody else. That's
Right.
my issue. It's hypocritical. That part.
Well,
Yeah.
And the
George
thing about
Santos.
what
That ugly
amazes
ass
me
queen.
are the people that are now going, the science behind the vaccine and blah 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 and blah blah blah. God, I'm like, hold up. So you're gonna tell me that you believe in science and that science trumps anything else that has to, come out. Have you looked then, my scholarly friend, back at the history and the science of the Bible and when the Bible was edited to make it
and
more
the word homosexuality.
Christian, modern day Christian? It had nothing about homosexuality in the
Nothing.
Bible. If you're a scientist and you believe that the vaccines are causing brain
Loves Jesus.
aneurysms and da-da-da, which they may. And you know what? You can do whatever you like. I am not questioning anyone's faith, anything like that. But don't come to me saying you believe in science and then you take the Bible as literal, actual fact. Because ain't nobody up there looking out for you. There is no sky daddy that's going to come and save your life, baby. No matter who you are, you don't get to the end of your life and get a gold freaking scarf going, I'm sorry I did bad things and was an asshole person. That's not how life works.
No.
Be a decent person,
What?
and then your
That-
karma or whatever, your energy. And if you believe in
Christina
God, God will go, good person, amazing.
is the
My
card-carrying
father-
member of the book
No,
club.
Christina is
No, Christina, and she's entitled to it.
no.
I am not
Christina's logical. Christina doesn't.
My
What am I-
father
what am I reading?
believed in
Sorry.
God ardently. He went to mass every freaking day. My father was really
Wow.
a wonderful human being. And my Aunt Monica, she's a beautiful human being. She will pray for everyone. She has an endless list of people that she prays for every freaking day. I am not vilifying church.
Bless.
It brings comfort to these people, and these are good people. But when
Oh,
you
look,
use the Bible
I should
as a
recant some
weapon-
of that.
when you use the Bible as a weapon, that's my problem. You
Mhm.
don't need to say,
Right.
the way that Christianity, the evangelicals work, you can be the worst, most vile murderer, rapist, child sex trafficker in the entire world. As long as that last 3 minutes of your life, you look up and say, I repent, then you're going to heaven. But you can be the kindest, most gentlest, most philanthropic atheist in the world. And if you don't accept Jesus into your heart, you're going to hell. That is a problem. That's just, that's not the spirit of love. It's bullshit. It's arbitrary. It's weaponized. And, I don't hate on the church. I've left the church, but I don't hate it. I do hate that they've hidden child abusers for hundreds of years. I do hate that people are politicizing faith and telling people you have to vote this way for Jesus. I do hate that the church is covering up for all of these sins and forgiving all these people and still vilifying the atheists and the liberals and the people who are actually loving their brother and their fellow man and feeding the poor and clothing the hungry and doing all the things that Jesus talked about in the book. Are you waiting to speak?
I'm gonna put it this way. I'm gonna put it this way. I'm gonna liken religion to the gym. I have no problem with the gym. I have a problem with the people that work for the gym and the people that dedicate their lives to it and tell you that you're doing everything wrong if you don't attend the gym and do what they do at the gym, and that everything is wrong. Christina's going to be murdered. Something's happening.
Yeah, I'm gonna go lock my door.
Oh my God!
Okay.
Please don't do it. Let it happen on the show.
There was
I'm gonna go lock my door.
a comedian, I don't remember who it was, who said, I look at Jesus the way I look at Elvis. I got no problem with the man himself, but his fans scare me.
Yeah, Christina, that new Scream movie is set in New York City. So just
She's not
I
there.
said
close,
screaming
baby.
outside. I was
She's
like,
close.
What the fuck was that?
Scream 7's going to be Long Island. They're going to come off Manhattan.
Well, it looked
Yeah.
like there was a police
Too
light.
expensive.
Wasn't there a flashing light there?
Watch my door. That's all. Just tell me
Yeah.
if there's a door.
Behind you!
Right?
The call is coming from inside the house.
There's no wall here, so I don't know where. I'm in a corner right now. Like,
I got
Look around
you,
for
girl.
weapons.
nowhere to go.
Look around for weapons. It's all good. This was a bit of heartwarming
That could
good
hurt
girl.
somebody.
I took my water
Bit of
bottle.
heartwarming / interesting news. Buzz Aldrin married again for the 4th time at 93 years old.
Did he marry a blow-up
You
doll?
go,
What the
bro.
fuck is wrong
On
with
his
his
birthday
face?
and everything.
I would do it. Way to go for her.
He
A
looks.
fucking man.
Hey, she's 60 years old, that chick.
Yeah.
She's 63.
She's had some surgery done.
She looks
Oh,
But
yeah, it's bad.
He looks like he died 30 years ago.
I thought he had.
we did have a very funny comment from the lovely Renata Daniel of Anne and Renata fame. she said, I hope they have a very happy year together.
I'm pretty sure there was a prenup signed too, so it's not like she really did it for the money. Like, think about it.
Yeah,
How
you
much
think
money
his
could he
kids are gonna
have?
let her get a dime? His kids
Yeah,
are
no.
probably older than she is.
How much money could he have? He was the second man on the moon.
Nobody
Yeah.
was on the moon.
Huh.
Well, let's
It's a
look it
lie
up.
too.
I can't imagine.
Oh.
I can't
Hey,
imagine
oh
you
my
starting
god!
off
Don't
with-
even start. make me crazy.
Unless he
I
invested.
wasn't that
all
far
lies.
away. It wasn't that
He
far
won,
away.
Jeffrey-
Vera. We landed on the moon.
We never been to the
Jeffrey-
moon. It was all fake. That
Jeffrey's
one
been on
dude,
that dark side of TikTok again.
he said he lied, that he wasn't actually on the moon. Didn't you see that interview?
Oh,
14
man, no.
million. He is worth 14 million. His
Wow.
kids are not
That's
letting her
surprising.
get that money.
No.
Shit, she got the new face. What does she need it for?
So she can get husband number 4 or 5.
Do you think he's fucking
And
the
if-
shit out of her at 93?
No,
93.
Jesus Christ.
Not without
No, he
the little
probably hired
pill and a
somebody to
pump.
fuck her. Yeah.
Like, maybe he's like well, look at Dick Van Dyke. That dude in his 90s fucking can outdance some
You
people I
can't.
know
You
in their
can't
30s.
fucking kill Dick Van Dyke. What happened to him? Like, he survived all those. Like, he
The
survived all of his
dancing
contemporaries.
in like the 90s, in his 90s, and how
He's
he
got
was,
a young wife, but she's a chubby chick.
but he
Dancing is a
was
lot different than fucking, though.
he was doing
Yeah.
the Chim Chiru fucking dance. He was what,
Stop.
95?
I can still bust a move if I have
How
a
did he not break a femur? Like, what kind of bones
Aw.
does he got?
He's got great bones. He's got all that weight bearing exercise his whole entire life.
Yeah.
That
Dancing's
motherfucker,
all right.
Okay.
he was
I mean,
moving.
he's living on borrowed time, but
He was dancing
But that's
like a
why.
20-year-old.
Maybe that's why. Like. Maybe that's why Betty White and like Angela Lansbury and all those older folks survived for so long. Because back in the day, you had to sing, dance, act, swirl plates, shoot ping pong balls at your ass, do a
Yeah.
handstand, and quote a monologue.
Dick Van Dyke's
Oh,
wife
love.
is 50.
What?
Get it, Dick.
Dick Van Dyke's wife is 50.
So she was born the year
Shit.
that the wall on the moon came out, or whatever the fuck that
Yeah,
CD was.
dark
The wall
side
on
of
the moon.
The dark side of the moon.
That's who.
That's not really
One man
Jeffrey.
who's been
That's not
showing
really
people the
Jeffrey's
dark side
paper.
of his moon.
We'll get to something more your speed, Jeffrey. There has been news this week that after the drama that has ensued in casting, the Madonna biopic is officially dead at Universal. But that does not mean the Material Girl can be stopped, because the 40th anniversary tour has exploded. For everyone that questions Madonna's relevancy / legitimacy, her bank account is about to get swole. Originally, the tour dates, there were 35 tour dates across America and Europe. Now, we are at a total of 70 shows that she will be doing this year and early into next year. If you saw the ticket prices, you will know that she is making bank. And
Well,
more power.
so probably Live Nation and Ticketmaster are making more bank than her.
She's got a good deal with Live Nation. I believe this is her last tour with them as well. She
Wow,
signed a
she's
pretty good
pretty
deal with
fucking
Live
rich.
Nation.
850 million before the tour.
Well, she usually
Before this
makes. She usually clears 100 million plus to each tour. She makes stupid fucking money on her tours.
Jeez.
And the fact that this is all now nostalgia, this is 80s, 90s, and 2000s. Everyone and their dog who has ever even half hummed a Madonna song tried to get on to buy tickets.
Or watch
200,000
Stranger
people.
Things.
Yep, 200,000 people in the UK tried to buy tickets for one show in London.
Jesus Christ.
Let me tell you
200,000
how
people.
fast I would have added like 90 shows. Like,
Well,
I'd have been
yeah,
like,
it's gone from-
everybody's coming, bitch. Everybody.
Yeah.
Like, I'd have been like,
It's
oh,
double.
the money's there? Let me, I'd have tripled it. I'd have been like, bitch, we working 5 days this week, motherfucker.
Yeah.
And look, she has been out of action because she has had operations to fix a hip and fix a knee and everything that was that troubled her at the end of the last tour. So she's a bit more bionic now. So I've got a feeling this is going to be the big last hurrah. Like, let's blow it all out of the water. It's already the concert has doubled already. and this is only America and Europe. And parts of Europe. That's not all. Like, it's
Well,
not
you
everywhere.
might as well. Like, you know what I mean?
Australia and
She's
Asia haven't, like, she doesn't always come to Australia, or she hasn't come to Australia regularly. But I feel like with this is selling how it's selling, you'd be stupid
How
not
old
to,
is
right?
she?
She's
64?
64, I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You're not, bitch. You might as well just fucking keep doing as many as you fucking can and get it over
Yeah.
with. Make your last fucking pot of gold and call it, and then just do what you want when you want to. For
Exactly.
fun.
Release an album whenever you want
Well,
to.
she's
Do
been
what you
doing
want
what
to.
she wanted for a while. She hasn't done any big tours or big albums in the last 4 or 5 years.
I know, but it just cracks me up. Everyone's like, "Oh, who would want to see Madonna?" I'm like, "Fucking millions of people can't."
Everybody,
Like, like, everyone's like, who would want? She's
Well,
so.
the way
it's like,
celebrities are dropping off, you know what I mean? She's
Yeah.
64.
Yeah.
It could be any day now.
yeah,
could be
I
any-
love
yeah,
like
that-
me, my mom, and my sister. That'd be a sick fucking concert to go to. You know, like
I want to come. As I said
Sure.
before the show, I think we should go. I think we
mhm.
should see if they've got some nosebleed tickets in New York, and we'll have a UCR.
We
Jeffrey,
should
come
Madison
on.
Square Garden.
Madison
Yeah.
Square Garden,
At
Jeffrey.
Fuck
Are
yeah,
you gonna give me some binoculars so I can see?
yeah. Or
Yeah.
It'll be a
We'll
big,
hire,
one of the
big
we'll hire
shows.
you
screen.
special ones.
There'll be a huge screen. You'll be able to
I
see.
don't want to fucking watch a screen. I could do that at home.
Yeah, but
It's not
you're
the
gonna
same
be
as
you're gonna
being
be
right
there.
Yeah, but you're in the vibe.
In there.
I want
you're surrounded.
binoculars so I can sit
I
there
had-
and watch.
I had nosebleed seats at the weekend concert. Guess what? Halfway through, we walked right the fuck down and got floor seats. Like, ain't
Right,
nobody give
yeah.
a fuck about nothing at that point. Like,
Once the show starts, it's all over. You're like, whatever. I've probably told this story, but Madonna came here with Rebel Heart for the first time since the 90s. So that was her last big world tour. And I paid a significant amount of money to be close to the action.
Well, tell
But
us what
because
it
she was late, I went from one ticket class to a ticket class or two ahead of me, and by the end of it was like 5 meters from the bitch. I could have touched her if I reached out
oh
hard
my
enough.
god.
You don't touch Madonna. I
No.
don't think you touch Madonna unless she touches you, because there was security everywhere. But these people, because she is famously Madonna, and she was an hour and a half, I think, nearly 2 hours late on stage. They
So
left.
she didn't start till
But they were
10.
no, she didn't start till almost 10, and you get massive fines at the arena we were at, and we left the arena at 2 a.m. Anything past 12 p.m. anything past 12 a.m. and they get massive fines, and she finished at 2 a.m. But
Jesus.
Wow.
one of the best concerts I've ever been to in my life as well. I was like, oh, Madonna.
Yeah.
But anyway, Madonna, if you see this, come to Australia again. I love you. I love you,
Don't be
man. Come
such
to
a
Australia.
cunt to people who bring you flowers.
I know.
No, but and that girl that they had, like, if they do that documentary or whatever, that girl who plays her
Movie.
would be so good. Movie, whatever.
Did
If
you
they do
see?
that,
All
like-
right. The more interesting thing, and this is what everyone else is saying on TikTok and social media, I want to see the tapes. Have you heard about the auditions?
No.
So I think it was the top 10 girls, or top 10 or top 5 girls that got down to the final player. They did an 11-hour boot camp where they had to
wow.
learn choreography, sing, act, and do it and perform it all at the end of the day. How good a reality show would that make?
Yeah, really.
Really?
Like,
Becoming
Do
Madonna.
you get paid for the audition time? I mean, my God, that's a hell of an audition.
I don't know.
I wonder how
could you
the
imagine-
actress
and these
union
were
feels about
these
that.
were famous actresses as well that were like,
Yeah, the
all
girl
up in
from
that,
Ozark.
like,
What's her darn name?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Julia
she
Garner
was in
was cast.
Inventing Anna.
Yeah.
Yeah,
or
Inventing
being
Anna,
Anna, or
Ozark.
whatever
I
the hell
love
that
her.
movie
Yeah.
was.
She's so fucking
She was
Wow.
she was cast. I think it'll still happen. I just think it'll happen after this tour now. I feel like she's gone, I'm gonna make money off this tour. Do you know what I mean? And
Mhm.
and
Right.
knowing that she's gonna have to block out at least 18 months of her life and you can't shoot a movie while you're doing a world tour.
Yeah.
She was directing and she was doing all of it. You can't do that at the same time. So I think it'll still happen. It's just a matter of waiting.
Oh, she was going to
So,
direct
rough
her
one.
own biopic?
Yeah.
Yeah, that doesn't spell Zoom.
She'd worked on the script as well. So look, but it's Madonna.
Oh.
You know, she likes to think she's a director.
I was gonna say she's gonna do whatever the fuck she wants, you know.
Yeah. Best line ever spoken. I don't know shit about fuck.
Fuck.
She's
Right.
fucking Madonna.
Right.
I don't know fuck about
I don't
shit.
know shit about fuck.
Well, do you know who does know shit about fuck? Our
Ooh,
very own Vera knows shit about fuck.
is it that time
And
already?
it's gonna be that time.
Oh my god!
It's that time already. Today has gone very quick. Today's gone very
It has.
quickly, my
We had a lot of
friends.
fun.
We got talking on Madonna. We got talking on drugs. We got talking on all the things. But it's time for the favorite segment.
Well,
Ladies and gentlemen, Vera. And we
I'm
will
ready.
get that t-shirt
My-
up there. We will get that t-shirt up there eventually. It needs to be a t-shirt. I feel
My
like we
bad
should still
hair and
rock that shit.
everything.
All right, Nick.
Put me
Here we
in,
go.
coach.
3, 2, 1. Veg!
I suspect, Peter, you're going to like this one. About a week ago or so, a little group of people calling themselves First Amendment citizens or something like that kind of stormed into the Cuba County office building. They couldn't get in because they wouldn't present ID, and they kept screaming, "My Fourth Amendment! My Fourth Amendment!" And somehow they finally got into the building. I'm not sure if they wore down the security guards or they snuck in the back door. I don't know how it happened, but they went right into the county clerk's office and started demanding to see records. It's all public record. I can see anything. Well, kids, I got news for you. The FOIA laws don't mean you can walk into any courthouse and see anything. They mean that you can request anything and the government can review it and can provide you with a redacted copy of the information. You can request anything, but they have the right to redact it. And now the Fourth Amendment, it's the right to protect that protects you from search and seizure. And yes, asking for your ID is covered under the Fourth Amendment, but very vaguely. And I know that the Patriot Act and some subsequent House resolutions said that you can stop and identify. There are 15 states that have stop and identify, and there's a federal caveat that says stop and identify. These laws were put into place to protect people. They're not put into place to keep your loud, whiny ass out of the county clerk's office and to harass Sue Dwyer, who, whatever I may feel about her personally, has been doing her job there for a long time, So, and this particular group are not even from Cuba County. When you Google their group, it's registered to Elmira, which is way south of here. Not part of this county, not really part of this area. I can't imagine what they're looking for. The election records, maybe they know something we don't know about the Arizona elections hidden in this Cuba County office building. But anyway, I digress. This is just part of a growing trend that's really starting to piss me off. And it's the politics of disruption. We have these yahoos showing up at the county clerk's office. We have weirdo yahoos who haven't read a book in 30 years going into school board meetings demanding to ban a book because somebody told them page 17 somebody's getting a blowjob. These same yahoos are walking into school board meetings and demanding that everybody stop teaching critical race theory, even though no high school anywhere has ever taught critical race theory. It's a college level course offered in advanced study. But what's the truth matter? We do live in a post-truth era, thank you. I am so sick of the politics of disruption. All of the political theater that went on with freaking Kevin McCarthy and the near fight on the floor and, Lauren Boebert and Marjorie Trader Greene having words in the ladies' room. It's theater. It's not governance. You people are driving the bus off the fucking cliff. We have to demand that it stops. I'm not saying that there isn't anybody on the right or on the left that's not doing some political theater, but I definitely see a trend on the right. The Republican Party has become a party of political theater. They demand to investigate Dr. Fauci and the vaccine 2.5 years after the pandemic. Come on, kids. You're late to the party and you're wasting money. Donald Trump swore up and down that the Mueller report was a political hit job. So he hired he had Durham appointed to investigate all of the scams against him. Durham can't be fired. The political prosecutors, those special prosecutors, cannot be fired. It's a way to keep them independent. This guy has spent $6 million investigating all the scams against Donald Trump. It's 2 years after Donald Trump's left office, and he hasn't found anything. The political theater, the politics of disruption, it has to stop. You are driving the bus off the cliff.
Boom. Boom. And look, it is not just the people coming for you. I don't know if you saw this article.
Oh, he's cute.
But
Come on,
this
bacon.
week in Hong Kong, the
Bacon.
animals began to fight back. So, in Hong Kong, a pig has managed to kill a man. At a Sheng Shui slaughterhouse, the 61-year-old worker had tased the pig, but he refused to go down. He knocked over his would-be slaughterer, who appeared to drop a 40-centimeter meat cleaver onto his own foot. He was rushed to hospital, but died on the way there. It's like, holy shit. But do you know what else?
What?
A dog shot his owner this week as well. They were out hunting. They were out hunting. The gun was put back into the car without it being locked, B unloaded.
Mm-hmm.
Puppy stepped on trigger, bang, dead owner. The animals are fighting back.
Well, there was a very famous clip of a 12-point buck taking on a hunter a couple years ago. It was all over social media. The buck just had it. He started charging the hunter, and the hunter's like running backwards and trying to shoot, and the buck's like, "Arr!" And he gets his horns on the gun and tosses the gun in the air. Good for them. Fight back.
So this isn't about an animal, but this is about
ladies and gentlemen.
Kid. What? What? What are you going to say?
Dogs and pigs. Dogs and pigs.
And a buck.
Dogs and pigs. And a buck.
Yeah.
A deer.
Yeah.
Moose and squirrel. Moose and squirrel, comrade.
Oh, moose have been fighting forever. You can't drive in the North Country without fear of hitting a moose. There are signs all over northern New York State. Beware of moose. Do not step out of your car if you see a moose. Yeah. Moose have been fighting back for a long time.
I was gonna make a horrible buck stops here joke, but that's pretty much par for the course.
You can stop the buck.
Anyway,
if you need to.
we have all survived this week. Please watch out for weird animals, unassuming animals with weapons. As we see you out with our old titles once again. Thank you for joining us on Uncensored Radio UCR Live. We'll be back at you next week, folks. Bye!